think when it comes to, getting into international law, and most times people only think that we have international human rights law, but there are other aspects to it. I think everyone is like human rights, and I think that's like the face of international law. But I'm sure you've managed to take part in other aspects of it. Can you briefly tell us those aspects?
Me?
Yeah.
Is that question for me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean,
Yes.
in fact, international human rights law is the one. I mean, I've worked a lot on international human rights law, but I've been saying I've worked on just about every aspect of international law. I've worked on international criminal law, both from an academic perspective and from a practitioner's perspective. I've worked on peace and security law, again, both from a practical perspective and from an academic perspective. I worked on law of the sea. In fact, at the moment, I'm counsel for 2 states in an advisory opinion proceedings before the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea. So yeah, I mean, there's very few areas. I guess the only area of law that I haven't really worked on is IHL. And I avoided, in part because I've got Marti, but I avoided as much as I can. I probably shouldn't avoid it too much longer, but it's probably the only area. And even there, even though I haven't worked on it, I've had enough PhD students that have done work on IHL, that I'm not completely daft when it comes to the basic principle.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.